The only FNaF games I played are Security Breach and Ruin.
What happened?
Those games were fun, sometimes spooky, and even at times emotional.
Are you mentally unwell?
But after 9 years, dear God, I'm finally playing the Five Nights at Freddy's, the one that started it all. And without further ado, let's do this. The setup is very— Yeah, basically I'm going to be using dudes as a placeholder until I can cough up enough money to commission an artist to make me a character. Back to the video. You're a night guard tasked to watch 4 animatronics that do get a bit quirky at night. The fuck? Shut up! Your only defenses are the lights and the doors on both sides. You also have the infamous camera system. The fuck, it smells so weird. Oh no. These cameras allow you to see where each animatronic is at all times. However, the building itself is also infamously running on 2 AA batteries. This is literally the only gripe I have with Five Nights at Freddy's. The power runs out just a little too fast, but honestly, even saying that just sounds nitpicky. I only ran out of power on the last 2 nights. But I had actually made it so close to 6 AM that Freddy never even made it to the door. So actually, scratch that. The game is surprisingly perfect, even when it appears to have a flaw. Okay, for real, the only flaw is just the fact that there's no longer an element of the unknown. Where the fuck am I? I already know all the strategies, how the animatronics work, and the now biblically long story that sprung from this game. More on that later. And you know what? I was still trembling, because even when you use strategies, every camera flip is another opportunity for a jump scare. So once again, scratch that. The gameplay is literally perfect and amazingly simple, but that too adds to the fear factor. Since you have very limited options on what you can do, it leaves you feeling vulnerable. Now the sound design plays into the gameplay extremely well. There's this video made by Scruffy that goes over all of the sound design in FNaF 1, and I'll be using information from that video here. So one of the first things you'll hear is this office fan, which at first seems annoying because it's literally— Only then you realize that it muffles out much of the audio cues that you rely on, causing you to reach for that volume slider and making the payoff Oh my god, okay, much more horrifying. This fan does quiet down when on the cameras, though cameras use power. This makes an awesome dynamic where you have either more information but less power, or more power but reduced information. Because you do have some actual helpful audio cues, like Chica fucking up the kitchen, or Freddy's uncanny laugh. Which helps the player know when he has moved, if the player catches on, that is. There's also this infamous spiral echo. Sounds like these are just red herrings, just to pile on stress the player should have plenty of. Okay, moving on to the band themselves. There are 4 animatronics, asterisks, that will actively try to get to your office and stuff you into a suit, effectively killing you. Bonnie and Chica will try to get through the office doors on the left and right sides respectively. Freddy will approach on the right side, but can only move when you're not looking at him. Foxy is effectively the same, except depending on how much you look at the cameras, he'll make his way out of his cove and sprint down the left hall. All 4 have strikingly well balanced mechanics, with each side having both an animatronic needing your attention off camera and also one on camera. The reason the animatronic designs are so come from the fact that they live right in the uncanny valley. Bonnie specifically has even scared the developer, Scott Cawthon.
The first jump scare for me and the first jump scare for my 2 kids, you know, and it was all Bonnie, which thrills me because Bonnie is kind of the only one that I think is a scary design for me. Like I've never had a nightmare about any of my own characters except for Bonnie.
Foxy has to be the least uncanny. He's still uncanny, but he's just the least. Chica is different in that she looks the most alive. While yes, we know that something is most certainly up with all of them, Chica just gives it away. Not in a bad way, but more like something is wrong. Freddy is terror-inducing because he's that guy. The guy on the main menu, the guy in the title, and simply doesn't move much until the later nights. Once he does, he moves only in the shadows, not letting much be seen. Circling back to Bonnie, he's definitely the one that unnerves me the most. You may already know what it is when looking at him, but it's the lack of fucking eyebrows, especially when he's at the door. It truly ticks the uncanny valley. By the way, I'm saying all this after the years of seeing these fucks dance around, be goofy, and generally not scary. The designs on their own have so much personality, which at the time the animatronics had basically none. Even if I were to make them all silhouettes, you can easily discern each one from each other. Five Nights at Freddy's is a must play. 10 out of 10. I heard that this game is getting a movie. Well, once you're done watching that, you should watch this video where I review Ruin. Subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.